Hi, everyone. Welcome to our virtual student organization fair for our applied academic competition teams here at Kennesaw State University. My name is Brian Garsh, and I serve as our Assistant Director of Student Activities, and I oversee all of our student organizations here on campus. We're so glad that you could join us, whether you're an RSO that's presenting or an incoming student that would like to learn more about these academic competition teams. So I'm going to share my screen and run through a brief presentation, and then we'll hear from our student organizations. Can everyone see my screen? Yes. All right, awesome. So first, a little bit about the Department of Student Activities. We are located on the third floor of Carmichael Student Center on the Kennesaw campus, or the second floor of the Wilson Student Center on the Marietta campus. We oversee all of the registered student organizations on campus. So we help y'all stay registered and active on campus. We provide leadership and educational opportunities, and we also provide resources to our student organizations. We also directly advise our student media outlets, which include the school newspaper, the magazine, the OWL radio station, and we're soon going to have a literary magazine as well. And then last but certainly not least, Student Activities advises our Kennesaw Activities Board, or CAB, and our Marietta Activities Council, or MAC. And these are two student organizations that put on events all over campus throughout the school year, from things like a Stuff and Emoji event all the way to KSU Day in the spring semester, which is the largest event that they put on during the school year. So if you're an incoming student, definitely join us at our CAB and MAC events. And if you have any questions about student activities, we'll have our contact information on the screen a little bit later in the presentation. So we have over 280 student organizations on campus, and you'll hear us refer to them as RSOs, and that stands for Registered Student Organizations. We have new RSOs get started each year. So if for some reason you can't find one that really meets your interests or your needs for getting involved on campus, by all means, work with us and we'll help you get one started. We also have 30 club sports teams, which are advised out of the Department of Sports and Recreation. And we also have 30 fraternities and sororities. And so if you're interested in getting connected to either a sports team or a fraternity and sorority, just reach out and we'll make sure to connect you to the appropriate folks on campus. Owl Life is a really great resource that we have that kind of serves as a directory for our RSOs, fraternities, and sororities on campus. And so when you log into Owl Life, if you haven't already, I really suggest you use it, because a lot of our student organizations use Owl Life to post information about when their meetings are. They have contact information where you can reach out to officers of the student organization. And they also post events, so that way you can know what's happening on campus and even RSVP for events. And it's great because as you're coming into your time here at KSU, it's kind of a blank slate. But as you go through your time here at KSU, it will track all of the activities that you do on campus. So it will actually show you all the events that you've attended in Owl Life. It will show you whether you were a member or an officer of an organization. And at the end, it can kind of act as a co-curricular transcript where you can show all of your involvement on campus. So if you have any questions about Owl Life, you can also send us an email, and we'll show that email address again at the end of this presentation. I would suggest, if you are interested in connecting with us on social media, these are really great outlets for you to learn about different events coming up on campus and different opportunities. So I would suggest you take out your phone right now and give this a picture of this slide, and then you can give us follows on all of these accounts. So I'll leave that up for just a second. And if you're here with an RSO and you don't already follow us, I would suggest you do that as well, because you're going to learn about things and deadlines that you have. All right, and now without further ado, we are going to get into our RSO presentations. So we're just going to go one by one in alphabetical order, and I'll call on each organization. I am going to stop sharing my screen so that way representatives from all of the RSOs are able to share theirs if they have any promotional materials. So to kick us off for today, we are going to start with the aerial robotics competition team.
Hey guys, give me a second to get my screen up. Cool. Are you guys able to see that?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm Sydney Crandall. I'm the president of the aerial robotics competition team. I forgot they had that up there. I apologize. So we are one of the competition teams. On the team, we have three main subsections of the team, so mechanical, programming, and electrical. When you come in, you don't need any prior experience. We kind of take on, even if you're not in a engineering major, we still have had some people from Kennesaw campus, and it's just a cool experience to have no matter what your background or major is. The two main competitions that we take part in are the SAE Aero Design and AU VSI SUAS. So the Aero Design is kind of our main one, and we build a large, usually like 9 to 13-foot wing span aircraft, and every year it goes through different specifications. This year we had some payload that we had to drop onto a target, as well as dropping some autonomous gliders holding ping pong balls that had to glide down and stay intact while also reaching a specific GPS location. And the SUAS one, we were not able to go to this year because it was supposed to be, I believe, in about a week, and that got canceled. But that one is kind of our more programming focused one. You can do it with a plane to build, but typically we do the drone. It's a little bit easier. And that one's a more autonomous event. So navigating air obstacles as well as dropping an autonomous car. So what we did this year was the Aero Design that was at the competition in March. We actually landed third place in the flying section of the competition. So that was our team that went, as well as our plane, both in person and the design of it. But if you have any questions about the team or competitions, you can email me at my email. For any team communication, we use Discord. And I can always email you a link to join that as well. And that's our team.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sydney. We appreciate it. Next up on our list, we have the American Society of Civil Engineers.
Okay, I'm just gonna share my screen real quick. Okay, can you guys see that?
Yes.
Okay, so hi everyone. We are the Concord Canoe team and technical competition teams of the American Society of Civil Engineers. And yes, you can make a concrete canoe float. In fact, we put 4 people in the canoe, and we race against 28 other schools in our region. The way we do that is that we design a special lightweight concrete mix to meet requirements given by our competition team or our competition every year. On the team, we usually learn about the properties of designing concrete and then get to apply it hands-on into making the canoe. On top of making the concrete mix, we design the whole shape using different software such as SolidWorks and AutoCAD. We complete structural calculations, we design a display, write a report, and race against other schools in our region. So if you want to be a rower, we are always looking for people with an interest, so don't be shy. Last year, we came in 2nd overall out of 28 schools at regionals, which was our best since 1996. all in all, you don't have to be a civil engineering major or even know about concrete to join. We will walk you through everything, and there's always plenty of work to do. Now I'm going to pass it off to Kiani. He is the captain of the technical competition teams here at American Society of Civil Engineers. So take it away.
Okay, hope you can hear me. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. So, like she was saying, there's basically three parts of the American Society of Civil Engineers, and I am the captain of the technical competitions team. And the thing that I like or enjoy about it is that for new people, you're not really sure what you want to do as a civil engineer or in general. And so with technical comps, you can kind of get your hands in a little bit of everything. And so you might like working with dirt, but you also might like coding stuff. So with the technical competitions team, you can do that. And the great thing about it is that, you know, everyone's helping other people and you can work in smaller groups instead of working in a big group. And then if you feel like you can, you know, be more hands-on and you can do stuff by yourself, you can also do that on some of the competitions. And the good thing about our team is that we usually always get third place or higher just because of how much work ethic we put in. And, you know, we've been gunning and gunning every year and closer to trying to get close to the first place. So that's what we're gunning for. And so one thing you can learn, let's say you're not really good with, you know, hands-on stuff, but you may be good with project management. You can also do that with civil engineering and with the technical competitions team. And so if this may sound like something that you're interested in, I definitely think you should join the team. Even if you're not sure if you want to join a technical competitions team, just join the American Society of Civil Engineers in general. It's a great idea. It's great for networking. It's great for resume building. I know as a freshman myself, that's how I got my internship, was through American Society of Civil Engineers and, you know, networking with other people and other engineers in the professional world. And so, yeah.
Great. Thank you so much to ASCE and the technical competitions team. Next up on our list, we have the electric vehicle team.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yep.
Cool. Matt, did you want to?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. My name is Matthew Davenport. I'm the president of the electric vehicle team. And this is Kaylin. She's the vice president. So our team designs, builds, and competes with electric vehicles. Currently, we race electric go-karts. We won our 2017 or 2018 national championship. We did not get to compete last year or this year. And we are currently looking for other competitions as well. Typically in the fall, we design and teach new members everything they need to know about electric vehicles. And then in the spring, we build them and compete them.
So, like Matt was saying, you can come in knowing absolutely nothing. I did as like a sophomore, worked my way up to vice president. I know Matt kind of had the same experience,
Yeah.
and now he's president.
I became president my first year, or after my first year. So you don't have to know anything.
Yeah, we will teach you everything you need to know. And we use Discord primarily for communication throughout our team. If you want to scan this QR code, it will have a link to our link tree, which has every website we are possibly affiliated on. And if you have any questions or anything for us, we are trying to expand our horizons in a way to move away just from electric go-karts. We even have an autonomous go-kart that we're trying to kind of move forward with as well. So whether you want to do manufacturing or electrical work or programming, we do it all.
Yeah, and we're trying to build a business team as well. So we need business majors or anyone interested in business affiliated stuff.
Yeah, you can always reach out to us. One of us will always answer. So, yeah.
And if you would like to reach out to us, you can also check the Owl Life page. And my email is up there if you have any questions you don't want to ask today.
All right, thanks, Galen and Matt. Next up on our list, we have Kennesaw Motorsports.
Hey, can everyone hear me? Go ahead and share my screen. Alright, so I'm Evan Wangenheim. I'm the current team president for Kennesaw Motorsports. We're Formula SAE teams. What we do is design, manufacture, and compete with a Formula style race car, as you see in the right side. We compete with teams from all over the world. So what we do is we start from scratch every year, and we'll go ahead and design and research and test basically everything about this car. And then something unique to our school is that we manufacture almost all of the vehicle. Only things we don't really manufacture are either things too hard to manufacture, like engine or tires, or safety related things like the safety harness or fire protection. Uh, but so we designed it all in SolidWorks, and then we go ahead and if you've taken a tour or you will take a tour of the Marietta campus, you'll be able to see their huge shop, machine shop. We have full access to that, and we'll make everything in-house. That's one of the unique things, as well as we have a second shop where we do composites, so carbon fiber, fiberglass. We do a lot of that as well, and doing a lot of innovative designs and new techniques. On our left, you can see our contact information, our website, KC Motorsports, our Facebook, Instagram. You can also email us at our team email. Either me or one of our team captains will get back to you. Do note that is Kennesaw Motorsport at gmail.com. There's no S after the sports. Also, feel free to come by our shop at any time, Q134. It's on the bottom floor of the engineering building. So whenever things get back in session, almost anytime you can come in, there'll be someone there, no matter what day or night.
Great, thanks so much, Evan. Thanks for telling us about the Kennesaw Motorsports. Next on our list, we have the Autonomous Underwater Vehicle Team. I think that's Kevin.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yep.
All right, let's share my screen. All right, can you see the PowerPoint?
Yep, we could see it.
Excellent, okay. All right, so we are the Kennesaw State Autonomous Underwater Vehicle Team. So basically who we are is a group of engineers that design, build, and test an autonomous submarine for the yearly RoboSub competition in San Diego, California each year. We go to Transdeck Pool in San Diego, and we compete in basically a large underwater obstacle course with an autonomous submarine that's running off of a neural network. And we have 3 different subgroups, pun intended, of the team. So we have software, electrical, mechanical, and fall is really the best time to get involved with our particular team. We will be training people in the fall, and we will be really getting into the meat of things in the later fall part of the semester and in the spring. But just to talk about some of the different sub teams of our group, our software basically implements the brains of the robot using ROS and C++, Python, etc., to implement our neural networks and motor control, etc. Our electrical team will do things like designing free, custom, and off-the-shelf components into our systems so that we can actually have things working on the robot. And then our mechanical section will actually be in charge of designing, building, and maintaining the sub itself, as well as integrating other subsystems. And once again, we're here to teach you everything that you would need to know about working with underwater things, working with other team members and different organizations. So this is definitely the time to get involved. Here is a slide showing our different meeting times and what we're doing in the summer. Right now, all of our meetings are on Discord because of COVID-19. Here's the link to our Discord server if you would like to pop in one day. At any of these meeting times, the best time to probably join would be at one of our journal meetings at Friday at 6 p.m. And then if you have any questions about what we do or who we are, you can feel free to email at our Gmail here, or you can find us on Owl Life. But we'd be thrilled to have you, and we'd love to talk to you about how you can get involved and what would be specifically best for you in terms of joining our team. And I think that's really all I have.
Great, thank you, Kevin. Mock trial.
Okay. Hey guys, let me share my screen here. Okay. So hi everyone, my name is Isabella. I'm currently a sophomore and I am the president of the mock trial team here at KSU. So let's get started. So what is mock trial in case you don't know? It provides students an opportunity to learn hands-on about our American legal system. You choose between either the role of an attorney or a witness and argue for either the defense or the plaintiff or prosecution, just like you would in a real case in a real courtroom. And then we compete against other schools in intercollegiate tournaments. So it's perfect if you want to be a lawyer, if you're interested in law school, or if you love acting, arguing, debating, or if you're just looking to get involved and make close friends. It also looks great on resumes for any jobs, for law school, grad school, anything like that. So in normal years, here are some of the places that we usually travel to. We stay local in Atlanta at John Marshall Law School, and then we also have gone to Florida State University in Tallahassee, the University of Florida in Gainesville. Last year we flew to Waco, Texas, to Baylor Law School, the University of Alabama in Tuscaloosa, Middle Tennessee State University, the University of West Florida in Pensacola, and we've even flown to Philadelphia to Drexel University. So there are two ways to get involved. The first way is to take the class. So this is POLS 4466, which is available in the fall. So you can go ahead and register for that now. And this is a half semester mock trial class, which teaches you all about legal proceedings, everything you need to know for mock trial. And it totally sets you up to transition right into a spot on the competition team. If you can't take the class this fall, you can always try out for any available roles, but the only way to be an attorney on the team is to take the class. So I highly recommend anybody who's interested to go ahead and register for this class in the fall. I took it my first semester freshman year, and I'm so glad I did. So there are a few contact emails up here. For any questions or issues with the class, you can contact egordon@kennesaw.edu. Or for any just general questions, you can contact ksumockingovls@gmail.com. We're also on Instagram at KSU_mockingowls. So check us out there. And that is all I have for today. So thank you.
Thanks for telling us all about mock trial. We have Model United Nations next.
Can you guys hear me? Okay. Hi, my name is Orlando Valdez. I am the captain of Model United Nations. I am currently a sophomore. If you don't know what Model United Nations is, Model UN or MUN is a simulation competition team where we go to 2 conferences definitely and potential third one. We go to an Atlanta conference or CERMN Atlanta, where we compete with over 30 schools, and we go to CERMN Charlotte in the fall, where we do the same thing. We simulate different committees within the model within the United Nations, such as the United Nations Environmental Program, General Assembly, etc. Well, let me share my screen. I'm so sorry. it's gonna work? Please work. Oh no, it's not gonna work. Okay. But you can find us on Owl Life at Model United Nations, or just search up Model United Nations. You can also email us at kenesaw.statemun@gmail.com. We can email you the Discord link to our community server. And yeah, thank you.
Great, thank you so much. And then last but not least, presenting today, we have Nigel with the National Electrical Contractors Association.
Okay, can you hear me? Okay, try to share my screen. Okay. Can you see my screen? Okay. So hi, my name is Nigel Thomas. I'm the president of NECA. It's the National Electrical Contractors Association. And so NECA is we are a student organization at Kennesaw, and we meet at least once a month. And there's many opportunities to participate in on-campus activities, and other opportunities are community service. And one of our main goal is to do sustainability services and in green energy conservation. And also there's good opportunity for networking with companies in the construction and electrical industry. And there's also a great opportunity for scholarship that's a total of $2,000 from the AECA, Atlanta Electrical Contractors Association. It's a very good scholarship. And we also take part in the competition for the National Sustainability Competition in Chicago. In this competition, we will find an old building in Atlanta near Kennesaw. And the goal is to make this building sustainable, energy saving. And so it's a very good opportunity to get hands-on training in electrical, energy conservation, and construction in a whole. So to get involved with NECA, you could just find us on Owl Life and log in and join the competition and join the team. And also you can just email me for if you need any more information. So this is NECA, National Electrical Contractors Association. And yeah, you can join us if you're interested.
Well, thank you, Nigel. Thanks for rounding us out there.
Okay.
I want to open up the floor for any questions we have from students on the call, incoming students. They could be general questions, or they can be directed at one of these student organizations. To get the juices flowing, I have one ready. So what's one tip that some of you have for an incoming student about how to get involved on campus? Feel free to unmute yourself and jump right on in.
So if I may, this is Kevin speaking from AUV. In regards to that question, getting involved on campus is one of the most important things you can do as a newly incoming freshman or someone that is just getting started at university. It is so important. It really does allow you to take what you're learning in school and apply it in a meaningful way. And that really will help your college experience become really well-rounded, and you'll really start to enjoy the college experience as if you were at home. It really makes you have that pride of being someone on campus. The best way to get involved is really to, like you said, pick an organization, go to a meeting, go hop on a Discord server, see what they're like, make some friends. And it's okay to experiment, to look at the different teams and see which one you think fits best. And that's one of the great things about having this kind of conference, is that you can look at what's available and say, hey, I think I might be interested in this, and experiment and get to know the people on the teams.
Great, thank you. Does anyone else want to chime in with some advice?
Kind of to piggyback a lot of these teams are great networking experience, really awesome jobs based off the experiences they've had with our club. Like a couple of our members went on to work with SpaceX, a bunch of local places. Also, a couple of our members work for Kubota, a lot of manufacturing plants and stuff like that too.
Yeah, that's huge. That's a great reason to get involved. What is, one or two of you can answer this, what's your favorite thing about being in an RSO?
I'll go ahead and start. I would say my favorite thing is just being around a community of like-minded people. It's really hard to find people in college when there's so many people who have the same like kind of niche interests as you. So joining an organization that is interesting to you, you know, there's a bunch of other people who also find it interesting as well. So it's a great way to meet new friends and new people who you probably otherwise would not end up meeting. So yeah.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Yes, it's also a good area to get good free advice for classes and just remaining just going to college and especially in the area of studies, they're like she said, they're like-minded students who are doing the same thing you're interested in. So it's a good way to get advice and how to, you know, even like what classes to take and those things. So it's a good way to have connections to get advice.
Absolutely. And then the last question that I have is, what is your event to attend on campus? And it can either be an event that your RSO hosts or not.
I'll go ahead. With Kennesaw Motorsports, our big event that we host every year is our Invitational, and that's where we invite schools from all the local Southeast. And in fact, we actually had, I think, Michigan, they were planning on coming this year, but things that canceled, of course. However, what it is we have just a giant event all day long where it's sort of a mock competition where it's just a shakedown of how we're doing. It usually happens late spring, March, April, and yeah, it's just a lot of fun. You get to see teams from all over the place, talk to any of us, get up close and personal with these vehicles. Even if you're not on the team, it's just a really fun event. There's food. We'll have vendors all over the place. We had people from Delta Tech Ops before, a lot of like aftermarket automotive companies, engineering companies, and just local groups as well.
Awesome.
With ASCE, in the competition teams, we have our own ASCE career fair. And it's usually like either before or after, and we have different companies coming in of different sectors of civil engineering, the civil engineering degree, and we ask people to just come, you know, dress professionally, but we want you to make connections and not just like off the bat hand you their resume, but to just, you know, have a conversation with them, get to know them. So if you do see them at career fair or out in the world or after college, they can recognize you and you can just pick up where you left off.
Yeah, and that speaks to Kaylin's point earlier about these RSOs providing opportunities for networking and job opportunities after graduating. So that's awesome. Does anyone have any other general questions or comments before we wrap up our time together? No? All right, well, I just want to thank all of our students for attending. I want to thank all of our RSOs for taking time to talk about your student organizations with incoming students here. The recording of this session will be available on the Student Life Owl Life page, as well as the Student Activities website, if anyone would like to rewatch it, or if you would like to share on your social media for your student organization. We hope you all have a great rest of your summer, and we can't wait to see everyone in the fall. So if you have any questions, actually, before we head out, sorry, let me finish with this slide that has our PowerPoint contact information on it. And you all can take a picture of this if needed. So feel free to email us at rsosupport@kennesaw.edu. And that is where we can answer any questions, not only about registered student organizations, but questions about getting involved in general, and helping you find a way that you can join something and have a meaningful experience here at KSU. Again, it's rsosupport@kennesaw.edu. But I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you all soon. Bye, everyone.